Remember to subscribe and also follow me on Twitter and other social media. Check out my website and communicate with me directly. What is up, Geek Army? It is D here at Geekdom 101, and I hope y'all are having a great day. And we're talking about the YouTube sensation just released a couple days ago that all began with a Kickstarter project. I'm going to give you a brief review of Kung Fury. Now, I first discovered this film when somebody put me onto the David Hasselhoff True Survivor video and didn't even know anything about it until I saw the video. But I love the video, I love the cheesiness of it, and the film definitely complements that. And yes, there is a cameo by David Hasselhoff, which is awesome. So look forward to that. Mad Max Fury Road might be the best movie of the year, but this one's right up there. Even though it's only 30 minutes, it doesn't matter, folks. It's just so much fun. As far as a movie where you go see it and you have fun, so far this one's right up there. Now, this movie is absolutely free to watch, 100%. It's about 30 minutes long. The film is going to be linked below in the comment section. And I do recommend also checking out the Retromancer's Jimbo commentary, which will also be linked down below. So let's get right to it. This movie was directed and written by David Sandberg, who pretty much started a Kickstarter to make a film that was going to be essentially a time capsule of everything that made the 80s awesome into one wacky movie that anybody over the age of 25, or even if you're under 25 and you love these kind of movies, will appreciate. The basic story of the movie kind of goes like this. It takes place in 1985, and trust me, you'll be able to tell right away it's 85. The guy did a fantastic job. The toughest martial artist cop named Kung Fury has to go back in time to kill the most evil villain criminal of all time, the master of the Kung Führer, Adolf Hitler. So of course you can't have a 80s tribute without Adolf Hitler. The film stars David Sandberg, Jorma Taccone, and Andreas Calling as Thor, and those who know Andreas Calling from my channel will know that Andreas Calling is very famous for being a bodybuilder who dressed up like Master Roshi. You can see the picture right there. So this movie, this is basically a 31-minute and 3-second hodgepodge of absolute wackiness. We've got green screen, bad green screen at that, bad CGI effects, bad practical effects, but it's all wrapped up into one awesome package. David Sandberg took every piece of every awesome part of what made the 80s awesome, including short films, theatrical films, TV movies, video games, animated movies, and music, and put it into this movie, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And of course there's boobs, so how can you not like that? There's tributes in this movie to just about everything that made the 80s awesome, like I just stated. One of the more brilliant things about the film is not just how he snuck in all these references, but also how he cleverly created a number of stylistic references. There are certain scenes that are shot a certain way that resemble other movies, such as Back to the Future, such as Transformers, Akira. There's anime references in this thing. There's references to arcades of the 80s. It's incredible and very, very, very intelligently made. The guy knew what the hell he was doing when he made this. This is one of those cases where a Kickstarter really, really produces something that I feel is quality, and it's very rare to find this. And I'm very happy that David actually went in there and made this movie and didn't just jack everybody's money like a lot of other people have done on Kickstarter. So the references in this movie that you'll pick up on will really depend on your knowledge of the 80s. And I know a lot about the 80s, but I know there's people out there who have seen every single, or at least almost every, cheesy B movie from the 80s. There's tributes in here to all of that and a whole lot more. It's very rare to find a fan-funded movie that got almost everything right, and this one certainly did. The only criticism I have of this film is that, again, it may be difficult to understand for a lot of younger people, but at the same time, that's more so just the audience. But the only real criticism I can think of is that the film, even though it's only 30 minutes, near the end it drags a little tiny bit, but it's still, again, 31 minutes. I mean, what more could you want? It's very quick, very easy to watch, and I'll probably be watching it again and again with just about all my friends. The visual effects in this movie are so well done in the sense that it actually looks like an 80s film for the most part. I mean, there are some things that are kind of questionable. The entire movie, with the exception of like 2 scenes, was shot in green screen, but the visual effects are so pleasing to the eyes if you grew up with these movies that it keeps you interested. It literally keeps you interested, and there's just so many tributes here. I don't have time to even list them all. You have to watch the movie. I don't want to give away too many spoilers here. David Sandberg wrote and directed this film and shot the entire thing in Sweden. And even though it's a Swedish film, it's basically American 80s pop culture, so there's no language barrier here. You can watch it. It is just a complete hodgepodge of awesome. So again, the link is down below. Check out Kung Fury. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and I'll catch your ass down the road.